know that I cannot bag a degree in psychology and not come on here to share what I've been able to learn from my years in the School of Psychology. So in this video is going to be very interesting. You know why? It's something I'm passionate about, and it's something like I want to share because I've learned what it is in my years of psychology. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you 4 personality traits. Yes, 4 personality traits that you should be aware of today. And you know the sweetest part of this, you will be able to know which one you fall under by the end of this video. So stick around to the end of this video to know your trait. Now, the first one is the sanguine. The sanguine people are the socializers. I want you to think of the life of the party kind of person, the extroverts, the easygoing people, those people that normally, get drawn to people. Yes, those people that are outgoing, you want to think of them as a talkative. Yes. So these sanguine people are more like the extroverted person, and they have their weaknesses and their strengths as well. So sanguine people are easygoing. That's a very strong trait that they have. They are easily adaptable to situations. They make friends. They are confident. You know, this kind of people that when you're talking to them, they're looking at you in your eye. Yes, eyeball to eyeball, irrespective of who you are. Yeah, it's not because they want to show that they are something, just because that's the way they interact with people. They are very confident. Their body language most of the time display confidence. Exactly. So that's for the sanguine people. Now the next category of people is the choleric. The choleric people are more or less known as the leaders, those people that want to stand out, stand tall in any gathering or any small gathering at all, and be the leader, the boss, or the entrepreneur. So they also have their strengths and their weaknesses. For their strengths, they are easily driven by ambition. They are straightforward, they are assertive, they are the go-getters. They are the kind of people that want to take calculated risks in starting any business and starting any venture and just going for what they want. They are also assertive most of the time. But a weakness that they have is that they are sometimes seen as being bossy, sometimes seen as being insensitive. I want you to think of a boss in a work firm, and the boss is more like this uptight person that wants everything to be done according to his dictates. So his employees do not really have any chance to slack. Not even saying that they should slack, but if there is a reason why they slack, sometimes the choleric boss just pounces on them, insults them, says that they're incompetent, says that they are not good enough for the job. Just show this insensitive side of them. That's their weakness, because they want to always stand tall and be like a lion in every situation. Is also a good trait, but sometimes they go overboard by being impatient and rude towards everybody around them. So that's for the choleric personality. Now the other personality is the melancholy. The melancholy is what I like to term the Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell is not really an expression, but you know that Tinkerbell cartoon we normally used to watch. So the melancholy kind of people are the thinkers. You see people under these categories that have writing poets. They have the ability to write poets. They are professors. They are authors. They are things that have to do with you thinking properly, strategically, and constructively are the kind of people you find under the melancholy. Now, the strength of a melancholic person is being detail-oriented, being thoughtful, being innovative, and being reflective as well. So such persons want to maintain a state whereby they can be able to think straight, they can be able to reason, they like thinking, they like, being in the state of where they can use their brain to do something, to craft out something. Now, a weakness of these people is sometimes they are overly critical in their thinking process, the passing out of their judgment. They are overly critical because they've spent so much time in thinking and analyzing whatever they have to do or write or to say. Another time they can be indecisive because they have so many options that they have weighed from. They are really indecisive in taking a particular decision and standing by it. Something that is really deep in this melancholy as a weakness is perfectionism. When somebody tags somebody as an overthinker, so every little thing is an opportunity for you to think. Somebody said something to you, you are overthinking it. Somebody wants to give you a gift, you're overthinking whether the gift will be something that you appreciate or whether the gift is, just overthinking and wanting everything to be perfect. So that's a trait of this melancholy in their weak side. They are these people that want everything to go so well. They've thought about it so many times. They thought about 1,000,001 ways to carry out their action. So they want everything to go as planned, even if they try to be strategic. But sometimes they go overboard by making things being perfect. And we all know in this channel that perfectionism is an illusion. Nothing can be perfect. The only thing that can be perfect is God. We can only strive to be perfect, but we should not make things perfect. Some other times as well, these melancholic people are normally withdrawn. So because they like this space of where they can be able to think straight, they kind of isolate themselves from other people. They kind of get withdrawn from social circles because sometimes they feel like social circle is more like a noise that prevents them from thinking and carrying out critical judgment on anything. So they get withdrawn and they don't even know that this act of being withdrawn is more like a very strong detachment from people. Sometimes they don't even have the strength to go back into their circle because they now find solace in this space that they've created for themselves in being overly critical and wanting to have a space to think and write and be creative with their brains. Now, the fourth one is the obvious, the phlegmatic personality. Phlegmatic people are always known as the peacemakers. Now, you will see them as somebody that is calm, that is reserved. I know in this video, many people want to say, yes, I'm part of these people, I'm phlegmatic. But wait, chill. Let's understand the strength and the weakness of this personality as well. So for a phlegmatic person, his strength would be being a peace mediator. Is often reliable by other people because he's able to pass judgment in order to bring peace in any situation. The person is consistent, series of ways that he can bring solutions to a problem has been consistent, and so he tries to stay in that lane of being consistent, and people are also dependent on that person. So the weakness of this is sometimes these phlegmatic people are also indecisive too because they are human beings. When they are overwhelmed by a lot of issues and a lot of problems that they'll be able to solve, most times they come off as being indecisive. They don't even know which one to choose from. So they might have not gotten enough experiences to handle the situation, and so they become very indecisive. Another is that they can be avoidant. So because people always run to them in situations and they feel like even if they want to try to solve the problem of these people, they also have their own problem to solve. So they try to detach themselves, run away, and avoid everything. Most especially to when it's a situation that demands that they are agile in, stating their facts, stating that you should not be trampled upon, even if you want to be seen as a peacemaker. They just try to avoid it, and that situation just keeps occurring and gets them so overwhelmed. Another weakness is that they can be overly accommodating. Sometimes they become people pleasers. People pleasers are those people that look into the thoughts and the opinions and the actions of people rather than looking into themselves first. So it's normally good to listen to the heart of people, listen to their thoughts. But when you now put it over yours in such a way that it overshadows your own opinion for your own personal benefit, so that's when it becomes people pleasing. So the weakness of these phlegmatic people is they are overly accommodating. They welcome so much people when it's even beyond their power to do so, and they tend to now tilt towards people pleasing. Now, I know you want to ask, can somebody have two of these traits at once? And the answer is, drum rolls, yes, you can actually have two of these traits at once. Now, you know why? I'll tell you why. Personality is complex. Personality is not something that is so simple to understand. People grow and people change. Like what they say in psychology, a person's personality is not stable until he has gotten to the age of 18 years and above. So for a child might also display this phlegmatic behavior, and tomorrow is displaying sanguine behavior because he has not gotten to the stage where you can say it is stable. And if you've gotten to a stage where you can be described as a matured person, you are up to 18 years, it's still complex because it's not something you can easily grasp. And one thing you should also know is that traits exist in a spectrum. So it can be exhibited in so many degrees, varying degrees, based on the situation on ground. And you should know that context affects behavior. So you wouldn't say if you are in a place where you need to fight for your rights, not physical fight, but stand up for your rights, and you want to say, oh, because I have a phlegmatic behavior, I shouldn't want to stand up as being a choleric, stand up for my rights, be in a position whereby people can see me and know what I do. That's how context affects behavior. Also, your behaviors too can change because of so many situations. So naturally, you can be a sanguine person, a person that is the life of the party, that is outgoing, that is friendly. But when you come to a business meeting that has to do with investors investing in your brand, you wouldn't want to come off as being a talkative, somebody that doesn't like to talk anyhow, somebody that don't even know how to control their lips in that meeting. So in that case, you would want to adopt being a melancholic person for the meantime during the meeting, and then when the need arises for you to be a butterfly, to be social, have friends, interact with people, you now change back into your sanguine personality. So yes, I believe this has been able to answer your question on if a person can have two personalities at once, and why you can also demonstrate two different personalities at once. So that's it for this video, guys. I believe this video was very informative. I believe you've learned one or two from this video. I didn't want to make this video so long because of something I was really excited to come share with you in this video. I'd like you to share your thoughts in the comment section. Please tell us which one you have discovered for yourself, which of the traits belongs to you, and which traits do you usually pair together 80% of the time. It is your time to shine in the comment section. Please leave those traits. Let us be able to understand you better. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.